Quit your whimpering.
2026 is about to break the internet. 15 sci-fi movies dropping in a single year, and every single one of them looks like it could be the biggest film of the decade. We're talking about the return of legends, the rise of new heroes, and stories so mind-bending you won't believe they're actually getting made. The sci-fi revolution isn't coming. It's already here. These are the 15 blockbusters you need on your watch list right now, before everyone else starts talking about them. Let's get into it. Imagine waking up completely alone in the middle of space. No memory of who you are, no idea how you got there, and 2 dead bodies lying right beside you. As the truth slowly comes back, he realizes he's on a one-way suicide mission to save Earth from extinction. No backup, no communication, no way home. But then, in the darkness of space, he discovers something completely impossible. Something that changes everything. Will he save Earth, or will everything be lost forever? The movie is called Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling, releasing in theaters on March 20th, 2026, with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 95%. It will be available for streaming on Amazon Prime Video after its theatrical run. After the events of No Way Home, Peter Parker lost everything. His friends, his family, everyone who ever knew him. Forgot him completely. Now at 21, he roams New York City completely alone. No one to call, no one who remembers his name, just Spider-Man and the streets. But the city never sleeps, and new threats are rising fast. Dangerous, unpredictable, and unlike anything he's faced before. And if that wasn't enough, something is happening to his own powers, something he can't control. With no allies, no backup, and no one who even knows he exists. Can Spider-Man survive what's coming, completely alone? The movie is called Spider-Man, Brand New Day, starring Tom Holland, releasing in theaters on July 31st, 2026. In a galaxy far, far away, the battle is far from over. Din Djarin thought the hardest part was behind him, but the shadows of the Empire never truly die. Now, alongside his young apprentice Grogu, he's hunting down the last remnants of Imperial warlords, hiding in the darkest corners of the galaxy. New enemies, old threats, and a mission that puts everything on the line. But this time, the stakes are bigger than anything they've faced before. Will the Mandalorian and Grogu survive what's coming, or will the galaxy fall back into darkness? The movie is called Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu, releasing in theaters on May 22nd, 2026, streaming on Disney Plus after its theatrical run. The Avengers thought they had seen everything, every threat, every villain, every battle, but nothing, absolutely nothing, could prepare them for what's coming. A force so powerful, so calculated, that even Earth's mightiest heroes don't stand a chance alone. For the first time ever, Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men must unite. Because this enemy isn't just targeting Earth, he's targeting every Earth, across every universe. And the man behind it all? Someone the Avengers never saw coming. Will Earth's greatest heroes be enough, or is this finally the end of everything? The movie is called Avengers Doomsday, releasing in theaters on December 18th, 2026, streaming on Disney Plus after its theatrical run. Long before Katniss ever stepped into the arena, another tribute fought for survival. The 50th Hunger Games, the Quarter Quell. Double the tributes, double the bloodshed, double the horror. A young Haymitch Abernathy enters the arena, with no idea what President Snow has planned. The rules have changed, the game is rigged, and trust can get you killed. But in the darkest moments, an unlikely alliance forms. One that will change everything, and leave scars that last a lifetime. Not every victor walks out whole. Some survive, but never truly escape. The movie is called The Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping, releasing in theaters on November 20th, 2026, streaming on Lionsgate Play after its theatrical run. Paul Atreides got everything he ever wanted. Power, the throne, the entire universe at his feet. But power comes at a price. Years have passed since he became emperor, and now, from the darkest corners of the galaxy, a conspiracy is forming. Enemies he never saw coming, allies he can no longer trust, and the visions that once guided him are now tearing him apart. Being the chosen one was never supposed to feel like this. Can Paul survive what's coming, or will the weight of his own destiny finally destroy him? The movie is called Dune Part 3, releasing in theaters on December 18th, 2026, streaming on HBO Max after its theatrical run. 28 years have passed since the rage virus destroyed Britain, but the nightmare is far from over. The infected are still out there, but now, the survivors themselves have become the real threat. Spike finds himself trapped, forced into a dangerous cult of ruthless killers. While deep in the ruins, a lone doctor makes a discovery, one that could change everything mankind knows about the virus. 2 stories, one terrifying world, and a truth that no one is prepared for. The movie is called 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, now playing in theaters with an IMDb rating of 7.5 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 92%. Starring Ralph Fiennes and Jack O'Connell. She is Superman's cousin, but she is nothing like Superman. While Clark sees hope in the world, Kara has seen only loss. Her entire planet, her family, her people, all gone. Drifting through space, broken and alone, she crosses paths with a young alien girl, seeking justice for her murdered father. One villain, one mission, 2 unlikely warriors. But this journey across the stars is about far more than just revenge. It's about finding a reason to be a hero again. The movie is called Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, starring Millie Alcock, releasing in theaters on June 26, 2026. What if the government has been hiding the biggest secret in human history, and one man decides the world deserves to know the truth? We are not alone, and someone has proof. But as the truth begins to leak out, the world doesn't react the way anyone expected. Fear, chaos, and a race against time to control what happens next. 7 billion people, one truth, and no going back. Are you ready for what comes next? The movie is called Disclosure Day, releasing in theaters on June 12, 2026, and will be available for streaming on Peacock after its theatrical run. A 10-year-old prince crash lands on Earth, alone, separated from everything he's ever known. For 15 years, he grows up as an ordinary human, with no idea who he really is. But then, a magical sword finds him, and suddenly, he's pulled back across the universe, to a home he barely remembers. A world in ruins, a kingdom under the control of pure evil, and a destiny he was always meant to fulfill. But becoming the most powerful man in the universe is easier said than done. Can Prince Adam rise to become He-Man before everything he loves is destroyed forever? The movie is called Masters of the Universe, releasing in theaters on June 5th, 2026, streaming on Amazon Prime Video after its theatrical run. For over a century, he has wandered this world completely alone. No family, no companion, no one who understands what he is. Until one day, Frankenstein's monster finds a scientist willing to do the impossible. Bring someone back from the dead, just for him, and she is born. But she is not what anyone expected. Wild, fierce, unstoppable. A woman who refused to be anyone's bride and became something the world had never seen before. Romance, chaos, and a rebellion no one saw coming. The movie is called The Bride, now playing in theaters, streaming exclusively on HBO Max after its theatrical run. They signed up for the toughest training on the planet, the final stage of U.S. Army Ranger selection. Push your body to the limit, prove you belong among the elite. But what started as a training exercise turned into something no one could have prepared for. Deep in the wilderness, something descended from the sky. A machine, massive, unstoppable, and built for one purpose only: to kill. Now these soldiers aren't just fighting for their rank, they're fighting to survive. The movie is called War Machine, now streaming on Netflix with an IMDb rating of 6.4. What if the government accidentally forgot? Something underground, something deadly, something alive. Decades ago, a parasitic fungus from space was locked away deep beneath a military base, sealed, hidden, forgotten. Until now, two ordinary night shift workers have no idea what's buried 4 stories below their feet. But when the temperature rises, something wakes up, mutating, spreading, completely unstoppable. And with the fate of humanity on the line, it's a race to contain it before it reaches the surface, before it reaches everyone. The movie is called Cold Storage, now playing in theaters with an IMDb rating of 6.4, starring Liam Neeson and Joe Keery. In the future, justice doesn't come from a judge or a jury. It comes from an AI. Detective Chris Raven wakes up strapped to a chair, accused of murdering his own wife. 90 minutes. That's all he has to prove his innocence. To a machine that has access to every camera, every phone, every single digital footprint in the city. And the worst part, he helped build this system himself. Now the very thing he believed in is deciding whether he lives or dies. Can he find the truth in time, or will the AI deliver its verdict? The movie is called Mercy, now streaming on Amazon Prime Video with an IMDb rating of 6.1, starring Chris Pratt and Rebecca Ferguson. What if you could transfer your mind into the body of an animal, not just observe, not just watch, actually become one? Mabel is a young animal lover who discovers exactly this technology and uses it to enter the wild as a robotic beaver. But what she finds inside the animal world is far beyond anything she ever imagined. Ancient kingdoms, fierce rulers, and a battle brewing that could change the fate of every living creature on Earth. The movie is called Hoppers, now playing in theaters with an IMDb rating of 7.7, streaming on Disney Plus after its theatrical run.